Hello, hello. Good morning. We are back. Happy Friday to you. We are back today with day number 44 of our devotion Upon Waking by Jackie Hill Perry. So let's hop into it. The verse for today is Psalm 77, verses 11 through 12. I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your wonders of old. I will ponder all your work and meditate on your mighty deeds. In 1953, a man by the name of Henry Molaison went in for brain surgery to treat his epilepsy. During the procedure, the doctor removed a piece of Henry's brain that affected his memory, especially his short-term memory. In one recording, a doctor doing a study on the brain and memory asked Henry if he remembered what he did yesterday. Henry responded with, "I don't know." The doctor asked another question, "Do you remember what you did this morning?" "I don't know that either," Henry said. Then he was asked if he knew what he'd do tomorrow, to which he responded, "Whatever is beneficial." You'd expect him to have a loose schedule of some sort, that he'd at least say he'd like to wake up and get coffee, call his mother, walk his dog. But Henry couldn't tell you what he'd do tomorrow because he couldn't remember what he did yesterday. He answered the questions the way he did because the portion of Henry's brain that was removed affected Henry's ability to make new memories. And since Henry couldn't remember the past, he had no context for how to imagine his future. Without his memories, Henry had no expectations. When folks like Abraham thought about the sacrifice he had to make in the future, he remembered the resurrection in the past. He remembered how God gave him, a 99-year-old man, and his wife, a 90-year-old woman, the power to conceive a son, which was, in the truest sense, a kind of resurrection, life from dying bodies. Abraham's memories gave him context for his imagination. Therefore, if God could do a miracle then God could do a miracle now. That is faith. Almost all of us have a hard time trusting God to do whatever he said he'd do in his word through his son, and it might be because we have a memory problem. That's good. How quickly we forget that he made the heavens and the earth, that he split the sea and delivered his people out of bondage, and how he brought life from a dead womb. And beyond the biblical stories that happened ages ago, we forget how faithful he's been to us, our families, in our own lives in real time. How he provided for us when we didn't even ask, how he protected us from all kinds of mess. And so when a trial shows up, we become like Henry, unable to recall the past. And because of it, we have no expectation for the future. The truth is, the immutable nature of God is an anchor. It means that at no point in history or at no point in the time to come will God not be good. That is good to me. That's so good. Or not be able to move. He has and will always be faithful and just and gracious and powerful God. Just because we change our minds every other minute doesn't mean that God does. He is the same God today as he was then. And so I reckon that the spiritual discipline we'd all do well to cultivate is that discipline of remembering. And isn't that the Word of God, what the Word of God is for? To give us 66 books worth of memories about who God is and how God works, which will inform our faith so that we can always trust the Lord without hesitation. That is so good. Maybe we have a memory problem. Maybe that's the reason why sometimes when trials and tribulations comes, we find ourselves being shaken because we forget what God has done in the past, right? So good today. That was day 44. My admonishment to us today is to remember. Last night we were in Bible study. I have a women's Bible study that we do on Thursday nights. And that came up for a bit. We were reading Psalm 77 and talking about just going back and remembering all that the Lord has done. And sometimes I believe that, oftentimes actually, that gives us hope for the future, right? That gives us hope to endure and a reassurance, and that helps our faith to rise because we remember that if God delivered us last time, if he healed us last time, if he brought us out last time, then surely God don't lie and he is the same God, right? So he can and he will do it again. So go back when those things come and you're faced with trials, when you're faced with tribulations, because we never know what each day is going to bring, right? But we don't have to worry about what each day is going to bring, because the same God that was with us yesterday is the same God that's with us today, and is the same God that's going to be with us tomorrow. So whenever that thing presents itself in your life, I encourage you to take a trip down memory lane. Whenever the way gets hard, whenever the frustration mounts and things are just piling up in front of you, and you don't see a way out, and you don't see a way around, and you don't see a way through, I invite you to take a trip down memory lane. Remember what God did for you the last time. Remember that. And pull on that thing. Pull on that faith if you have to know that he will never leave you. He will never forsake you. And he is the same God. And he delights. He loves to do for his children. He loves to bring us through. He loves to see us come out on top, so that we can be a witness of how good he truly is. Yeah, do that. Take a trip down memory lane. Look at God's track record. I can promise you it is flawless. He's never lost a battle, not once, and he will not. He will not. He is infallible. He is undefeated. That is the God that you serve. If you serve Jesus Christ, the God of the Bible, that is the God that you serve. Anchor that thing in your soul today. I pray that you all have an amazing day. I pray that the blessing of the Lord maketh rich and adds no sorrow, chases you down and overtakes you on today. Absolutely, Katrina. And Katrina, I saw your message too. I will inbox you the address today. Have an amazing day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow at day number 45 for the devotion. And if you've missed any of these and you want to go back and catch them, you can catch them all on my YouTube channel, Grace Revealed with Kristen. It's listed on my landing page here on my TikTok. There's a link that you can click. It'll take you straight to my YouTube page. Be sure to subscribe and check out all the things, all the other devotions as well. Also, if you have something that you would like for me to promote every Wednesday, I call it Winning Wednesday. So if you've written a book, I have a book that will be here probably next week from a lady that she wants me to read. It's about pain and, not wasting your pain and things of that nature. On Winning Wednesdays, I'll do that. If you want to send it to me, reach out, send me a DM, and I will promote it every Wednesday on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And that's free of charge. So if you have anything that you want me to promote, I want everybody to win. So, let's do that. Hit me up. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.